Hey, thanks for stopping by. I'm Lucas. I 3D print things for guitar pedals, like this thing. Like thousands of you, I ordered the NOTADÜMBLÜ kit from JHS Pedals within just a few minutes of the announcement. I'd actually been keeping my eye out for a clean boost, and this fit the bill perfectly. Plus, I'm a sucker for DIY anything, and I was not disappointed. The kit was a blast to put together, and the clean channel is bringing a tone out of my guitar that I didn't know it was capable of producing. Before my NOTADÜMBLÜ kit arrived, I started seeing discussions around whether or not the slide switch used to change between the clean and the overdrive channels should have been a foot switch instead. Ryan Burke from 60 Cycle Hum even put out a video discussing the possibility that Josh Scott was secretly challenging us all to learn how to modify pedal circuits. Now I have no idea if that's the truth or not, and I already really like the NOTADÜMBLÜ the way it is. But I've been cursed with the mind of a tinkerer. I have a working knowledge of CAD software, as well as a 3D printer and a love for puns. So a couple of days before my NOTADÜMBLÜ kit arrived in the mail, I took a picture from the product page along with the dimensions, put that into some CAD software, came up with this, presenting the tone switch, or the NOTA switch, or maybe the toggle switch. I'm not really sure what to call it yet. I printed it, and then I took some 3M double-sided gel tape, and I fixed it over the top of the slide switch. Voila, it actually works better than I expected. Now, it's not without its drawbacks. If you're wearing floppy shoes or don't have it placed just right, it can be a little finicky. But if you're just using it for jam sessions or noodling around the house, this is a great option. Here's the deal. I am going to release a limited run of these to the world. Recently, the USDA made funding cuts to food banks across the nation. I don't know what the stats are for your region, but in the Ozarks, 1 in 5 children suffer from food insecurity on a daily basis. That is unacceptable to me. So I don't want your money, but the organization Feeding America does. They're a food bank network with over 200 food banks in their network, servicing 46 million people annually in the United States. I've got like 100 of these things printed and ready to ship out in the United States next week. I'll also be selling the digital file in case you have your own printer and you want to make it on your own. Or if you live abroad, you can purchase the file and have a local printing service make it for you. Printed version of this takes a minimum donation of $15 plus shipping. You're welcome to bump that donation as high as you want, and I hope that you do. My cost is pretty low on these, so I'm not really concerned with recuperating costs other than Shopify transaction fees and what it takes to ship it your way. I'll even include some of the tape that I use to fix it to my pedal. But I would encourage you to explore other adhesive options as well. Look, if you're gonna rely on this thing for performances, I would actually recommend that you skip over this, learn to solder, and follow one of the tutorials that's out there on how to mod this thing with an actual stomp switch. In fact, I think you should learn to do that anyway. I soldered up a clone kit from BYOC before they went out of business, and I had a blast. The satisfaction you get from making something on your own is insane. But if you're determined to stick with the solderless nature of this kit, don't need tour-ready perfection, this is a pretty fun option. And it's for a good cause. So if you're ready to stick this on your NOTADÜMBLÜ and do some good in the process, head over to DukeDesigns3D.com and order it today.